Hello everybody, it's Summer here again. I just wanted to upload a quick video showing my process of uploading my furniture to Facebook Marketplace and just go over a few important details and a few key points that I pay attention to make sure that it's listed the best way possible to hope for a quick sale. I did already post a video going over how to stage your furniture to sell. So if you are stuck on that, you're not sure how to get the best pictures or how to stage your furniture, you can go check out that video and hopefully it has some helpful tips for you. But today, I just wanted to go over this as the next step to selling your furniture. So the first thing you want to do is click Add Photos and select the photos that you want to put on the ad. Now this is an important step to scroll over to the end like I just did and make sure that your first picture is just a simple face-on picture straight on your piece of furniture, just to show people how the piece looks just looking at it from straight on. And then I will go ahead and I'll add a picture with the drawers open and explain why I took the pictures like this more in my last video, but basically that's just to show that all the drawers do open and they are usable. And then I just have a few other angles here just to show some details. And the next thing, of course, is a title. I try not to make all my titles exactly the same. However, I have found that using words like beautiful, lovely, gorgeous, those all help. So I think I'm going to label this one as gorgeous solid wood dresser. I really want to emphasize the solid wood on this piece because it is going to have a higher price point than some of my other pieces, but that is why, because it is a solid wood piece. And we're going to go down to the price. Now, the price is something that's going to be definitely unique to you and unique to your area. For me, I usually list my items a little bit higher than I expect to get for them, just to save myself some wiggle room. That way, if someone asks the best I can do on it, I can go down a little bit without chomping into my profit margin too much. But for this dresser, I got that dresser for $75, and I used a wood stain that I had already bought and paint that I had already bought. But I do add that in because I am using materials. So the dresser was $75. I probably used about, I'm not even sure, $5 in wood stain and not more than $10 in paint. And then a primer, not more than $5 or $10. So let's say I'm around $100 total for everything. And that I'm probably a little bit under that. But so I'm going to think about the time it took, how much effort it took, and what I want to be paid. And I'm going to list it at $550. Now, I'm expecting I'll probably get around $500 for it, so I put it at $550 again just to give myself some wiggle room. And if it does go down to, like the $480s, I'm still okay with that. And then the next thing is picking your category. So of course, dressers, that's just the most vague you can get, the most broad you can get, just to make sure more people see it. And then we're going to go to condition, and I'm going to put used like new. You don't want to put new when you're refurnishing, obviously, because it's not new. Used good. I have used that a couple times. If I have a piece that has some imperfections I couldn't quite fix, then I will use that. But if it's a piece that I think is in good condition, I will hit used like new. And then the description part, this part's a little bit tricky, but basically you just want to briefly describe your dresser, describe the materials that it's made out of, and brief description of what paint you use, what products you use maybe, and say something about how it would look wonderful in their home. So I'm going to go ahead and pause my screen recording and I'll type out a description, and then I will come back and show you what I came up with. Okay, so I went ahead and wrote out a description, and I'll just go over what I said. Okay, so I said, solid wood beauty, this beautiful dresser is the perfect piece of statement furniture to add to your home. See, this is why you have to proofread. To add to your home with the holidays quickly approaching. It has been fully refurbished with a lovely sage green paint and espresso stain. The hardware is high quality brass and made to last a lifetime. The drawers are all functional and offer lots of space, being that there is 9 total. Shoot me a message and I can go over any other details that you would like to know. And I'm gonna go ahead and drop this down there. So the first thing I did was just to put a short description of the dresser, really short. That's solid wood and I think it's beautiful. And then I wanted to go down and talk about the holidays coming up, especially since I decorated my dresser for Christmas, but it's also something that people will do in their homes. You know, they want to get their home looking the best it possibly can for company coming over, so I'm going to try to take advantage of that. And then I just went on again to say that it has been fully refurbished, talked a little bit about my paint color and the stain color, just so if there is any, confusion about what color it is, it says right there, it's sage green and the stain is espresso. And then I just added a couple other details talking about the hardware, that it's high quality, and I wanted to talk about how many drawers it has. And so I just put that there are 9 total drawers, because on dressers, the more drawers it has, the better. Obviously, because the more space it has, the more you can organize and make use of it. And then I just ended it with shoot me a message and I can go over any other details. I see a lot of people that do put the dimensions of the dresser in the description. I have done that before and I'm not against it, but I typically choose to leave the dimensions out because I want people to message me about the dresser. I want to be able to start a conversation with people about the dresser and kind of use that to my advantage. So the next thing is going to be figuring out the more details portion. So the brand, I'm not sure of the brand right now, but I can go back and look at my pictures. I took a picture of the stamp and that says the brand. So if I do find the brand, I'll come back and put the brand in. The color, I'm going to go with green. Material is going to be wood, of course. I don't really mess with the finish just because it's just kind of hard for me to pick one finish. And then your location, usually put it outside of my city a little bit to the nearest city. So let's say I lived in, let's say I lived in Central City. I would probably move it closer to Madisonville, depending on the distance. So I like to pick the closest city within, 20 miles, 25 minutes or so. And then I will go back up into my description and I will put in pick up in blah, 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 wherever people can pick it up. Okay, so then we're going to go down a little bit further and I'll go back and I'll fix the location and the pickup in the end about where I live. But you want to choose the meetup preferences. I prefer door pickup. I will do deliveries sometimes, depending on how far away and how much they offer to pay for me to deliver. I won't do it for cheap just because you run the risk of damaging the furniture. You use your gas, you use your time, and I have to get my husband involved to help me, and he's off doing his own work stuff, so that also eats out of his time. And then you can just choose if you want to hide it from your friends. I usually do, but it doesn't really matter. So here's everything again, just to kind of go over it. Make it you want to make your listing simple. You don't want to put too much thought into it, but you also want to put enough that, you know, you want it to sell as quick as possible. So if you have any questions about your listings or anything I didn't go over well enough, just comment it down below and I will get back to you on that. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.